What is up, and welcome to another K-pop news video. And I know that it makes sense that I'll be talking about the whole thing with Top, but we're gonna put my thoughts down and organize them a lot better than I did in the previous attempts to record the video that I'm going to be releasing soon. But in this one, we're gonna be talking about something that is related but not really, but related at the same time. This one's, of course, is about the up10tion member Wooshin, who is not going to be participating in the group's upcoming promotion period because he's going to be going on he's been taking a break, to just rest and relax. So, like we do with all of my news videos here, I'm going to kind of fill you in with some of the details, that I've got as much as I know, and we're going to just talk about it and give you, my thoughts on the situation. So, if that's kind of interesting to you, you want to, stay up to date with the news a little bit, and of course hear what I have got to say about the news, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. So with that all being said, let's get into it. And of course, as I just said, the up10tion member Wooshin is going on taking a break from the group for a little while. The company, was it Top Media, has announced that he's not going to be participating in the group's upcoming promotions. It was kind of a decision that all of the group came together themselves and were like, this is okay, you got to go take a break. And it's the reason, I believe it was saying, unless I'm misremembering, was for just to take a break because he was having a little anxiety issues and he was having some problems. And it's definitely not anything that I've personally noticed, because I don't follow any group really that closely that I would be watching videos or seeing photos or anything like that of them at their at their promotions and fan signings and stuff like that. But from accounts of fans, people who are actual close fans and close followers of up10tion, they definitely have said that over the last 6 months or so, he's not really been his personality and his mannerisms and just his entire attitude has been completely different than it was before. And what is the thing that happened, roughly 6 months ago? Well, that was, if you may or may not know or remember or have even heard about, is that Korean netizens went ape on him. We just went absolutely insane on him because they accused him of inappropriately touching Somi, right? The Twice member Somi. Yes, obviously she's got quite a bit of crazy fans behind her who like her. And then they were on, I don't remember what the show was, but they're emceeing whatever the music show was, and he moved his hand or something like that, and then they said he touched her and it was inappropriate, and they just were relentless. And of course, it's kind of when the people on the internet, whether they're Korean or not, kind of pick up on something that people are outraged about, then that's just I guess sharks to blood in the water, and they just swarm and they attacked him. And that kind of stuff, it ends up being something that's trendy to do, and so it's popular, everyone's doing it, so everyone's dogpiling on and just giving him a hard time, despite the fact that both sides said that he did not actually do it. Of course, Wooshin and his side were like, no, denied it. Obviously they would do that makes sense. And Somi and JYP, I believe, said no, that actually didn't happen either. So the hell are you guys talking about? Well, of course, that didn't really do anything, and people were still, hounding him, bothering him, being just horrible people to him on the internet, and obviously that kind of takes a toll. And it's and it kind of ties into the whole Top thing, because mental issues, and of course the entire just pressure that you face as an idol, where anything that you do has the potential to, of course, make your fans really, really happy. It has the potential to upset your fans. It has the potential to upset people who aren't even your fans at all. So you just have to be conscious of the fact that literally every single step that you take every day out of your life, as your K-pop idol, is under scrutiny, and someone will find something wrong with it, and then they will use that to beat the crap out of you on the internet. And that being under that pressure, and then of course having something like that blow up in your face when you just didn't even do anything wrong, definitely isn't something that is very conducive to having a particularly well mental state. So it's completely understandable that, not doing anything wrong and then just getting attacked as if you're some absolute vile creature because, again, inappropriately touching a woman, whether they're of age or not, is definitely frowned upon, and people would rather you didn't do that. So, of course, the reaction to that was very, 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 very strong, even though it was pretty conclusively, proven that he actually didn't, if you didn't actually believe the statements from both sides, from both people who were involved in that, so that whole situation was just horrible. And, as expected, it's kind of taken a toll on him. And I guess it's just kind of ruined his spirit. He's just worn out. He's tired of it. He needs a little bit of a break. At the very least, his kind of condition is just like, the pressure and the constant work and the constant, dealing with crap from people and stuff like that. It's just like he's worn out. He's burnt out on the whole idol thing. He's got to take a little bit of a break, and it honestly, definitely, I think, would be a better experience for the fans if he wasn't necessarily a part of the promotions to like potentially bring them down, be a bad mark on what could be a really, really successful promotion period for them. When he's just he's not completely committed to their performances or anything like that. So not only is this potentially going to be something that is relatively beneficial for the group and their promotions, but of course it's going to be the moment when he gets to kind of like go home, relax, put his feet up, just chill, not think about any of the whole idol lifestyle that he has to live, and he can just do what he does. So that's good. That's awesome. Got to give some props for the company for kind of looking after his mental state and all of that, because up until recently that hasn't really been something that the K-pop companies have paid a lot of attention to. Of course, in the past they haven't even really paid much attention to, in some instances, to physical injuries, and mental injuries, issues and stuff like that are definitely something that you don't necessarily know about unless you're, that are not as blatantly obvious as a physical injury is. So it's good to see that there's somebody over at the company is being proactive with this situation so that he doesn't end up in a absolute horrible situation. Something bad happens to him, further on in his career, because he just never gets over this. So, props on that, and hopefully he gets better and, he feels, better and rejuvenated, and just his mind is clear. Whatever it is that he's dealing with is taken care of, and, he can go back to promoting as he normally would, or just normal activities as he would be normally. So hopefully he can return back to his former self. So that's really all that I've got. I felt like I rambled a little bit more than I normally should, or than I would have, or than I should have, I should say. But that's the way it goes sometimes. I'm going to end this video right here. I'm going to, of course, turn it over to you guys to share your thoughts and opinions on this story and this situation, what's going on with this guy, and what you of course, hope for him. Drop all that stuff down in the comments below, whatever your thoughts are, whether it's, on him going on, taking a break from the group for a little while, or just on, the mental health, I guess, viewpoint and treatment that's that needs to happen in the K-pop industry, or is happening in the K-pop industry. Anything like that, fair game, down in the comments, because we're trying to build a community here that revolves on having some friendly, respectful discussion of whatever the topic is at hand. And of course, the topic is of this video, so we're trying to have some respectful, friendly discussion. If that is something that is interesting to you, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below, so you can join this community and, of course, become a part of the discussion. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.